Welcome to ClickMyProject.com.
Now we are going to discuss about the product, a transferable adaptive domain advisor neural network for virtual reality augmented EMG-based gesture recognition. Now we are going to discuss about the abstract of the process. Hand gesture recognition is most and very significant for human-computer interface in this world. In this process, we present a process for hand gesture recognition system based on the EMG signal. This is based on the digital signal processing. In our framework, the hand gesture features is extracted from the signals by means of two kinds of features extraction methods. Finally, the rule-based classification is applied to predict the labels based on the type of hand gestures. When the fingers are detected and recognized, the hand gesture can be recognized by using the simple ruling classifier. The classifier is nothing but to classify whether which type of hand gesture is there present in the particular signal. In this rule-based classification, the hand gesture is predicted according to the number and then the content of the fingers detected. That means the numbers, that is the numerical, or else the alphabets present in the gestures. The content of the fingers mean what fingers are detected by means of the detection methods. Hence, the process consists of fully based on the classification and recognition methods. The final results will be in the form of classified result as which type of hand gestures is there. Then the performance will be evaluated to estimate the process. Now we are going to discuss about the flow diagram of the process. This is the overall working flow of this process. The stage of the process is the first stage is signal acquisition, then the pre-processing, feature extraction, training, predictions, then finally the performance estimations. Based on this procedures only, the following process going to be work. The first stage is the signal acquisition. At first, the signal is taken from the dataset. The dataset consists of the various signals having the various type of hand gestures, whatever it is. Then after that, we just go for the second step, that is the pre-processing. In this pre-processing step, one of the pre-processing step is the signal limitation. That is, the length of the signal is limited to improve the speed of the process as well as to reduce the memory power. Then after that pre-processing, we just move on to the third step, that is the feature extraction. Feature extraction is nothing but to collection of the data from the corresponding signal. The data is collected by means of the steps like mean absolute value, standard deviation, and then variance. By using this one, we can extract the feature values from the corresponding signal. After that, based on these features, it will be trained for the dataset. For example, the dataset having the signals of 100 means it will be trained based on these features. After completing the training process, it go for the prediction process. In this prediction process, the SVM classification is implemented to predict which type of hand gestures is there. In this classification, there are three type of inputs will be there. That is the test feature, train feature, then target. Test feature is the feature of the input signal that is the given by the user. The train feature is the feature of the overall dataset. For example, the dataset having the hundreds of signals is there means we have to train for that signals. That is the train data, or else the train features. Then the targets. The target is nothing but the number of categories we have to own. So for example, we have 4 kind of hand gestures means the number of targets will be the 4. Like this, the target will be set for the signals. After the classification result will be like the which type of hand gestures is there. Like that, the predictions results will be displayed. Finally, the performance will be estimated. The performance is based on the accuracy, sensitivity, and specificity. So in terms of accuracy and sensitivity and specificity, we can justify our process is efficient or not. Now we are going to discuss about the initial running procedure of the process. At first, open the Matlab 2015B and change the current directory. If you want to execute the process, just right click in the main file _gui.m and select the option run. Now the initial user interface was open. In that, several boost button is there for the controlling actions, and then the several axes is there for the display purpose, and tables is there for plotting the values. At first, click the button input signal. Once the button is clicked, the dataset will be open. In that dataset, you have to select any one signal from the dataset. After the selection of the dataset, the corresponding signals will be shown in the axis 1. Now we can see the results of the input signal which we have taken by the user. The input signal is plotting in the axis 1 with the title of input signal. After that, we just go for the next step, that is the plotting. So in the pre-processing step, the next plotting is the filtered signal, as well as the filtered signal consists of the noise filtering, then the limited signals is there. After that, we just move on to the third step, that is the feature extraction. In this feature extraction, the feature value is extracted by means of the, first of all, the local features such as the mean, standard deviation, variance. Then the CNN is applied to extract the features from the signal. Now the extracted feature is shown in this table. This is the kind of the test feature. After that, the training will be considered. So the next step of the training, the dataset signals will be trained, then the trained data will be displayed in this table 2. After that, once the training was completed, we just move on to the classification step. In this classification step, the recognized results will be displayed in this text box. Hence, the gestures like left, right, and move forward and back forward, that is the gestures we have given as an input. Hence, the recognized gesture is the left. Finally, after the completion of the classification step, we just move on to the last step of the project, that is the performance estimation. So in this performance estimation, we have to find out the performance like accuracy, sensitivity, and specificity. Hence, the accuracy value is plotted in the table as well as in the message boxes. Finally, the performance chart will be shown like this.
Thanks for watching this video.